Well, I mean, I do love a good dumpster dive, so I'm afraid it's going to have to be 3 going for T1, even though, you know, my urge to be a contrarian versus my urge to dumpster dive, they're very much clashing here, but I am going to go with the sniper. We'll go with T1 this one, but we'll see. Can they close out the series, or is TSpirit going to get themselves a win and push themselves through in the upper bracket? We shall find out with our casters, Bkyop and Mofara.
Like Lisa was saying, I was thinking they were going to something like a morph potentially as well, but this sniper pick's really cool. Like, they don't have great gap close on the Spirit side. You know, there's like Clinkz, Gyro, Mars cores. Like, the Gyro's probably going to have to go blink at some point this game, you'd imagine. And God forbid they ever try and go high ground without a massive net worth lead, because Tree Sniper sounds horrendous to play against.
We're Tree Sniper Elder Titan.
Yeah, it's not fun, is it? And we were saying before this game 3 started, we're a little bit behind schedule today already, right? And I was like, oh, I wonder how we could like slow down the schedule even more. And T1 are like, you know what? This is it.
Yeah, this feels like it. Do you ever just, when you see Sniper do his voice lines?
Yeah, I hate them.
What? You hate them?
30 seconds to battle.
Like that laugh. What's that about?
Really freaking out.
I don't know.
The freaking out one's great on Tree. That's the one I really like. I'm really sad that it's not an all chat line, but yeah.
It's trees.
Limited imagination.
Yeah, that would be a good all pick or all chat line.
Interesting to see how the sniper tree lane does as well. Sounds really fun.
The battle begins.
Does it?
Yeah, I don't know how good it's going to be, but it sounds fun.
Fun for who? The sniper?
Oh, the sniper, yeah. I will say that they have the bulwark on the Mars against the sniper, which in late game could be really strong. Oh, the arrow hits!
Oh boy. Zephyr in a lot of trouble, and he is going to be first blood to Miposhka, who continues to dominate on this Bane.
Yeah, Bane's such a strong hero to get first blood on as well. If you can get those early boots, a little bit of boost of extra regen potentially, you can really trade.
I'm trying to remember Epicenter when we went. Was Miposhka just constantly on like 1 or 2 heroes that event?
I can't remember. That's so long ago.
A lot of damage on the Cuckoo. Not fun to start off as Cuckoo already, you know, Zephyr gives up first blood. You've got Miposhka coming in and using that brain sap with the right click damage coming through from Yotaro.
Yeah, like, normally this Ven GT would be a really strong lane, but because of the first blood, it kind of makes it a little bit awkward. Oh, top lane?
Ooh.
Right, not very fun.
Getting the kill on the 23. Could this potentially be a quick one?
No.
Do TSpirit have a fast enough lineup to do that?
I don't think so.
So I would expect Toronto Tokyo, if he has a good start, gets some farm, might move around a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Potentially, but they don't have like great catch and things, right? Kind of only really the Mars and the Bane. Like the panel was saying before, they don't... Hang on, they're going to get they're still level 1.
Yeah. Ooh. Shrapnel and the right clicks. Ooh.
That was close. I mean, if that would have been awful if the Miranda died there, because she used the TP already.
Ooh, brain sap, not enough to get the kill there onto Zephyr. I think there's a little bit, you know, if you hit somebody with the nightmare, either spear or arrows coming out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If not both, which could be devastating.
I do think this sniper like death in the top lane before, obviously it's like, it's really sad, but at the same time, like, the level 1 is the point where you're probably the weakest, right, in general. And it's the time in the lane where you are most likely to die. If you like, if like this level 4 unharmed still, like after that one death, you're probably going to be happy.
You have no right.
We'll have to see.
Sniper not the greatest lane, right? Oh, Miposhka.
Yeah, in some trouble. Brain sap to survive a little bit longer. Zephyr hitting for an extra 52, so 109 for him.
Oh, he's going for the flat cannon build by the looks of Yotaro. So we're going to go for that heavy farming build, it seems.
Bounty.
No rocket barrage. Unless he goes like 1-1-4 or something, but
I don't mind that.
because we saw who was the China player that did that before? I can't remember. But
Dire's structures are fortified.
Maybe Ame. Potentially Eurus, actually, now that I think about it. But, you know, how worth it is Rocket Barrage if you don't have the extra bit of lockdown, right?
yeah, for sure. Just wake up the nightmare straight away. Love it.
Bounty.
Worth.
Piss off your Bane as much as possible. I mean, the lanes are going so well for TSpirit so far.
And 9-5 for 23.
Yeah, like,
that
look at-
feels really bad.
Oh, Mira steals the rune. Carl going to be
big.
very sad about that one.
Not getting that bottle refill is going to be massive for this lane and put him in a bit of a detrimental spot. We'll see how he survives. It's not exactly that Clinkz has his own bottle filled up, but now shrapnel laid down.
A beautiful purple shrapnel.
Purple shrapnel, yeah. Well, so that, yeah, that's obviously not shrapnel, and it was purple. I don't know if it's actually, I don't know. Trying to make a point there. I kind of forgot where I was making my point on. Maybe it's fluorescent shrapnel. Who knows?
We're already on the second
connects.
series, Beacon. Jesus, come on.
Yeah. Well, you know, we're not all winners. Shrapnel laid down once again. Whitemon trying to put the pressure on these heroes and push them away. 23. He's gotten a lot of CS. He was kind of what? He was like 7-5 just a second ago. Now 17-5.
Here comes the Titan Spirit.
Magic missile thrown over on a Maposhka. Wave of terror as well. They've got themselves the brain sap, and Zephyr going to get run down here. It'll be Maposhka who gets the kill.
Oh dear. Not good. Not good for T1 fans at all.
No. 3-0. Already a bit of a slow start.
I don't know if they're making stacks for the sniper or not as well, but he can take stacks really well on that hero with the shrapnel. Right, so
Radiant
even if the sniper has a bad lane top, at least they can catch up.
Already a 1k lead.
Oh, rune spawn's top as well.
Right there for Mira, who will go invis. Meanwhile, Simulate Carl trying to get away from the arrow comes in. Mira right on the money. Is that Mirana or Robin Hood?
Mine is truly.
Yeah, but they're not stealing from the rich, they're stealing from the poor. That's the problem.
Oh man. Carl? Mid net worth.
Dire's
Mira
middle
is
tower
towards
under
the
attack.
bottom if you compare it to the Void Spirit. So taking
Oh, this is so good for Spirit as well, because the catapult wave comes in just as they get the Void Spirit killed. The T1 tower's like half HP already. It feels incredibly good. Oh, they have the tree, of course, with the living armor, but even so, it means the tree's going to have to be using living armor, probably level 1, I assume, at this point, on the mid tower for like the next 5 minutes.
Fill that back up so they can save it. Carl coming over, and Maposhka is ready with a nightmare once again. Resonant Pulse into the Dissimulate goes back towards the
creep
tower.
wave's coming.
And Arrow Creep Wave says, well, we're not today. We're not blocking it this time. And Toronto Tokyo actually gets swept up by Zephyr, so he'll get the save. All right, Carl surviving has that living armor as well. Lay down a shrapnel up top, collapse. He will collapse. Will fall down and die as they find a kill here for 23.
Oh god, I hate the sniper attack.
Radiant's
I think I said this last time we cast
under
sniper,
attack.
but god, it's so
Dire's
annoying.
courier has been
Don't like the
killed.
laser. Pew pew.
That was a really nice sound effect, Beat Up. Thank you. Cuckoo in the bot lane.
Call down used. They'll get the kill on a Cuckoo. Arrow flying towards Carl. They've got the 8th Remnant down, and it will be Illusion bottom. So Carl just can't find any luck with these runes.
This voice switch was so unlucky with rune spawns. The 6-minute and the 8-minute rune, he loses the 50-50 both times, and the Marauder steals the 4-minute rune as well. It's unfortunate. All of a sudden, 23savage just up there in net worth after the kill.
Yeah, third on the net worth. Is there an echo to the sniper sound? Does it give like off a space echo? Oh, Nature's Grass, collapse, might be in trouble. Sleep, and I think Mira may want to leave. Gets the arena down, and Collapse walks out of it. Now Mira taking the brunt force of 23. Collapse trying to run. 23 moving. Oh, great swap move from Cuckoo to get that kill onto Collapse.
Shades on. That was cool.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Nice play.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And they're really trying to get this mid-tier 1 here with the rotation from the Dire side. Not being here to defend it. And they're going to living armor, but it's so low. This is going to feel awful for Spirit.
Yeah. Amira already here to try and take the rune away, and they're going to try and kill him.
Is under attack.
Carl will get the kill. Take out Mira, make sure he can control a rune, potentially for the first time this game.
The wages of fear.
Toronto Tokyo just ripping through this stack at the moment.
Yeah, this Bane really close to level 6 as well in the bot lane. Really want to try and get that Fiend's Grip up as soon as possible.
I would almost guarantee that first Fiend's Grip gets them a kill if they smoke for it, and they'll look for the regen. Carl bottled it.
Oh, easy rune.
Clap in the chat. He finally gets one. Oh, I say he gets one. It's right now a 2k lead here for Spirit, so they've kind of had the perfect start.
Are they stacking Ancients on Spirit, ready for the Gyro? Because if they are, this Gyro's net worth is going to be through the roof soon. Oh, Meteor Hammer.
It's only a double. Overgrowth from White Maw and Arena down. Spirit actually hits on the Void Spirit. They might not have an opportunity to get a kill. Starstorm comes in. Cuckoo low, and now the swap. Ooh, Cuckoo surviving. Nightmare out. They'll look for the sweep on Miposhka. They'll get the sweep. They'll get the kill on a Collapse. They'll end up trading Cuckoo and Miposhka. Well, he'll fall too, so 2 kills there for T1. Mira on the run in the Nature's Grass, slowed up. Starstorm not doing enough. They're all full health. They'll get a third in this top lane. And T1 bouncing back pretty heavily.
Yeah, Gyro's going to get this bot tier 1 though at the same time. It's the max farm build. It's the flat cannon max into stats into Crystallis. Some people go Dragon Lance and then they disassemble it later on, but I think the Crystallis build is like the most raw DPS you can get.
You think it's the right move?
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And he's this Meteor Hammer again. And Sniper's got that Maelstrom. He's going Dragonlance next. Sitting just as farmed as Toronto Tokyo.
Yeah, getting this tower obviously very important, like we said, against the tree.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
So that's 1.
Dire are
It's 2 towers down now. Oh, just see it was a rune in front of Carl. He's got PTSD. Oh no.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I'm really impressed that Spirit are so farmed on their 2 cores. Like, I know this Gyro obviously has gone for the farming build, so you expect him to be so farmed, but...
Right.
Yeah, this Clinkz also doing really well, without ever really having left the lanes, right? Like, early on. But they haven't made rotations.
They've exactly made the biggest rotations.
They've just had a good laning stage and been more efficient.
And then you're getting another glimpse into having a Mirana and having the Mirana roll around and get siege creeps with the arrow, range creeps, and big creeps and camps, and moving around, getting as much farm as possible, sitting top of the supports. sitting king of the peasants
King of
at the moment.
I've copyrighted that name. How dare you?
Well,
Lane.
at least we know who the king is. Sweep into a spear, right click damage coming in from Toronto. Tokyo, he makes that first rotation off the mid lane and we'll get that kill there on a Whitemon.
Dire's top
Not really
tower
much
is
you
under
can do,
attack.
and they're going to continue to put the pressure on with that meteor hammer, especially with that treant dead. They're trying to output as much damage as they can, potentially take the tower, but that potential is like a 1% chance because they're not really putting much on it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Trying to figure out what T1. I guess they could keep farming at the moment and be all right, but I don't know if that's exactly where they want to be.
T1 just have none of the map to play with. Like, their small camp and their big camp are blocked in the bot jungle, and TSpirit are farming the whole top jungle for themselves. So they're just falling further and further behind. Like, their cores can't find openings. They can't find farm.
They smoke towards top.
Oh my
Magic
god.
Missile, great dodge with the illusion room, but they've got the swap into the Nature's Grasp. They'll use the arena, and with the right clicks coming through, Cuckoo's getting low, but they've also got the help coming through from Carl, and now, unfortunately, he's hit by that Fiend's Grip. Maposhka just standing his ground. They've got themselves a call down. The look over, the Nightmare's going to land on a Carl. They get the kill on Whitemon. That's going to be 2 dead. Double damage on Yotaro, and they'll find a third. Carl
Radiant's
falls,
middle tower is under attack.
and TSpirit come out ahead on that fight. I say that. Ooh. Oh, Tokyo goes down to Zephyr, who will be traded 4-for-1. Still an advantageous
Radiant's
fight.
middle tower is
Probably
under
didn't want to
attack.
lose the Clinkz, but certainly one that's going to push them further and further ahead.
And 23savage is finding farm in this moment, but my god, what a fight for Spirit.
Gyro's about to have that Ags. What, you still don't like that?
Oh my god, I hate that hero.
Oh, you just gotta give your best pew, and then boost it up a little bit. Pew, pew.
I'm gonna be sick.
You know?
This Ven just felt really underwhelming this game, by the way.
Radiant's
Like
bottom
we saw a really
tower
great
is under attack.
performance from the Venge earlier, from Faith Bian, right? But in this game, it's felt really sad. Oh, and they see the
Oh,
sniper.
23. They spot him. And can they kill him? Mira kind of jumps in a bit far. And Mira a bit far and potentially a bit dead, but another save there from Maposhka. Wave of Terror, they had the sentry down trying to get the swap. They're going to swap Toronto Tokyo into the Nature's Grasp. He's in a little bit too far and he's going to be dead. Oh boy, they kill the Clinkz, and 23 from going into a bad position into an advantageous one to kill the Clinkz is exactly where he wants to be. Oh, Maposhka, stop. He may not survive this, but actually side is Yotaro as well as collapse, and that's going to take the attention off of Maposhka. They're going to turn this around on 23. They've got the spear. They'll get the kill. They'll take out 23. They look over at Zephyr, try to TP out, and Elder Titan falls too. Make it a third. Whitemon, see you later. And it's a fourth as Cuckoo hits the deck over to the side. Triple kill for Yotaro, and it's a 6k lead again at the cost of Clinkz.
I mean, that felt really good for T1, right? Like the Clinkz basically just runs in and dies, and all of a sudden the Gyro and the Marsh just appear in the backline. They find the sniper, right? If the sniper survives the fights, you're probably not going to win them. But if you can get on top of him first, that hero dies so easily. So really well played by Spirit to find the right openings. And this Gyro is doing so much damage. I think he was level 15 there at minute 16, which is absurd. Yeah, he's about to tick to level 16. He has Axe, he has Crystallis, and I think that was 2,700 gold or something there at minute 17. That's absurd.
Yeah, it's a bit of an overstep that really costs T1, right? Because the tier 1 bottom is still standing. So they continue to move forward past the tier 1. That gives an opportunity for Spirit to TP and kind of behind them as they were chasing the Bane, which gives them a better spot to fight, right? Because they can get on top of the sniper.
Do you know the buff that Gyro needs?
More damage.
Okay, fair enough. I was going to say, you can force staff the rocket, the homing missile. Imagine if you bought a Shadow Blade and you could Shadow Blade the homing missile as well.
Stop. No, you can Silver Edge the homing missile.
Oh, they got a
give it break.
Oh dear.
Give the homing missile break. Oh my gosh. Collapse Mirror, Toronto, Tokyo, and Miposhka all over here towards top. While mid gets cleared out by Yotaro's call down. So look at where the gyro is, top of the net worth, really destroying.
Oh, he's going. Okay, so he's going Silveridge for that break missile.
Arrow comes in with the spear. They get the kill on a Zephyr. Another 1-2 combo there for Spirit to get that kill. And T1, they need a lot here on the sniper because, again, he can just get jumped on. Just have that Maelstrom. He's going into the BKB. We'll see how far back in these fights he can sit. But the second they get like I would say a blink dagger on this Mars, if they ever get one, he's probably in a lot of trouble. And they're also working with the Moonlight Shadow and the, and Clinkz, who can be invis under his nose.
I think he has one. He just came out in the
it just came out. So
they're going Shadow Blade on Gyro as well. So
yeah,
they're gonna have so much like gap close if they can get on top of him. Right, it's still difficult because that hero stands so far back, but they're giving themselves ways at least.
Ags picked up for Cuckoo. This is where we saw a big change in the LGD series, in that Venge game. So we'll see if this Ags has the ability to bring T1 more into this, because they're down quite a bit.
They see the gyro under the sentry.
Yeah, they see the gyro. There's an out there though. Miposhka doing great, but the damage on a Yotaro, they're going to get the kill on the gyro very quickly. The call down's going to come in. They've got themselves the assassinate out on a Toronto Tokyo. They'll also dust up the Clinkz. He's on the run. There's a wave of terror. So he has to flee as they get a very quick kill onto this gyro.
Yeah, gyro felt safe because he was invis, right? And so he just, unfortunately for him, just walks under a sentry board. He's going to really wish he had BKB there instead of the instead of the Shadow Blade. But hindsight's a wonderful thing. And good fight for T1. Let's see if they can get the mid-tier 1 off this one. The gyro's dead. It's not looking likely, but
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Aether Remnant locking it down. Collapse. Nightmare again. God's Rebuke with the Assassinate coming through. They've got the swap ones more. So Collapse, he's trying to run, but the Astral Step is there, and they'll get the kill. Carl will get credit for that one. He was hit by the Spirit. They're trying to get Toronto Tokyo a kill as they finish off Cuckoo, but again, Cuckoo's got the axe, so everything's available. The sniper swap into the Nature's Grasp, though. Look over at Toronto Tokyo to try and get the kill on the Clinkz. They'll find him. Carl, it's gone. So is Whitemon. Oh boy, 23 on the run. Yule's up into the air. Mirror trying to get into it with a Starstorm, but it's not going to be enough damage to get the kill there. And now they're going to look over as the call that comes out, but Yato, he'll kill off 2 and finish off the whole side of T1.
yeah, really not well played by Yatoro. He understands that when he goes into the Shadow Blade, he has to find the sniper first. And it does that, gets him a little bit low while the rest of the team's finishing off the other heroes. Again, isolating that sniper is still the most key and important thing.
Dire's bottom tower.
And he's still able to do a lot of damage, even like on the cusp of death. So if he's just that much more survivable, if he can find that much better positioning, these fights can go T1's way, despite the fact that they're down 8k.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if they weren't so far behind on T1, that fight would have been absolutely fine. Like, it wouldn't have been too bad, but because this gyro is so far from the start that they've had to the game on Spirit, it turns out absolutely horrendous. That's just the way it is.
Dire are scanning. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They'll try and pull their way out of this deficit, but it's going to be tough. Clinkz is a pretty fast farmer, so is Gyro. It'll be hard to pull your way back in strictly farming.
And the thing, Spirit, they're doing really well, but at some point, like we said earlier, they have to go high ground, and I just...
Yep.
I'm so worried that this game just lasts forever, you know?
I would almost say is like as long as T1's keeping them off the high ground, and yes, they are losing some of these fights, but if they're gaining gold on, say, the sniper, eventually they'll have to go high ground, and the sniper will be at a point where maybe it's so hard to go high ground they can defend. even though they'll be down potentially 10,000, right?
Yeah. And it's funny because like, going higher, it's not even just the sniper. There's like living arm from the tree. There's the ET. There's swap from Venge. Like, it's gonna be horrendous, and I can't wait. I love a
If you're
good.
setting up high ground, you're probably looking for a swap into an Aether Remnant in between the tier 4s.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, there's so many different things you can do with their lineup.
They've got the swap. They're going to find Collapse. They'll throw the magic missile and the assassinate out. He'll go to the arena, but that's not going to save his life. That's the kind of combo we're talking about, and that's not even taking place in the high ground. Things get sketchy for a second.
Almost a Scardy on the Clinkz. He's going to be really difficult to deal with. Like, where's the damage coming from on T1 and these big 5-on-5s at the moment? You really rely on this ET aura, I think. Oh, nice deny from Mira.
It feels like nothingness.
Radiant are scanning.
The wages of fear.
23.
This will come in handy.
Going Scotty next. Then finishing off the Mjolnir.
Quick now.
And they're kind of moving around as a unit. I guess here, as they're going to go for the smoke.
With the BKB on the gyro, they're going to feel much safer on Spirit. Tokyo.
And all of a sudden, though, they're going to go after Toronto Tokyo. They've got the Euros in the Aether Remnant. Earth Splitter comes through to get the kill and take out the Clinkz again.
It feels like that's happened like 3 times in a row on the Clinkz.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, just
Dire's
about.
bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
And again, this is getting more farm for 23. This is getting him to a critical mass to hold the high ground. He's got shards, so he's also got a concussive grenade, and they're going to go into Roche. This could be another way back in if they get this, but TSpirit, they're coming over. They're led by an Invis Mars, but no longer Invis, and they'll take away that obs immediately.
They know there's a ward there, though, on the Dire side, so they're going to smoke in now, try and find an entry. Roche doesn't die quickly. That's something we need to keep in mind here, but they're so slow on Spirit, they don't want to come out.
Arrow, that's going to come through in a Cuckoo. Cuckoo gets banished up by Roche. They're going to jump in with Collapse. Oh, Aegis picked up by 23, and now they're going to try and get out of this one, and he'll do exactly that with a concussive grenade. They get the kill to Collapse. They'll take the first life out of the hands of Cuckoo. I say that because he's got that Ags. We're going to find a swap onto somebody, but won't get it. It ends up being a 1-for-1, and 23's now got the Aegis in his hands.
Ooh, DD on the gyro, though. Oh, yours takes off the DD.
And they've got the Aether Remnant. Naturo. He's stunned for a moment. Arrow gets thrown forward by Mira.
They're really struggling to deal with this tree, I think, more than anything on Spirit. This living arm is so annoying. The tree and the Venge between them are really horrible heroes for them to have to deal with. The tree has a 4-staff as well. It's a really good item pick up this game. Try and get rid of the Nightmare into Arrow combo or Spear into Arrow just by 4-staffing them away.
Cuckoo back into the mix. Immediately gets hit by an arrow.
Cheeky tip.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And like again, they have this massive network lead, but they can't do anything with it.
And it's slowly going down. It was 9k, now it's 7.
Quick now.
Radiant's top tower is under
Goes Mjolnir before the Scotty, and Enchanted Quiver for T1. Right now 23's holding on to the Titan Sliver, but Cuckoo, he'll hold on to the Enchanted Quiver for now.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I would say right now the Ags feels like a difference maker,
Radiant's top tower has
in that they've gotten a couple kills with it, and it's kept Venge in these fights. And they're coming from around the back. They went through bottom, they pushed up to the tier 3, and now they're going to smoke and try and wrap behind the side of T1. So Spirit trying to make a play here, but this is walking out of the high ground where Carl's set up to break a smoke. He's in the perfect position. Back towards their own base. They'll look at the high ground now.
They're such a strong unit. Like, how would you go on them? They have so many so much counter initiation. Like, the Venge could be the hero that just stands at the front. This is what we were saying the problem for T1 last game was, right? If Cuckoo gets gone on, they don't care.
Then
Yeah, I mean that's how we felt about Faith Beyond when he was on this bench. He dies, but he's still there, right?
Yeah.
So another smoke from Spirit. Let's see.
Oh, the sniper.
Ooh, 23's at the front. The arena on the back. He's going to concussive grenade away. And now this arena doesn't exactly feel worth it. They might be able to get the kill on a White Mom, but that's going to be it so far. Cuckoo now. Magic Missile onto this Gyro. Assassinate thrown forward. Again, Cuckoo's got that second life to play with. They'll pop the BKB on Yatoro. As soon as they want to swap him back in, they'll finish off Mira. It ends up being a 2-for-1. But Fiend's Grip coming through onto Zephyr. And they'll finish a third. Ooh, Ether Remnant doesn't land. Dissimulate, trying to catch up. Baposhka, it'll at least be a trade.
Yeah, that's fine. Now they got the kill on the ET with the grip before the Bane died, so we'll be absolutely fine with that. But again, the sniper doesn't die. I mean, that's the big one, right? That's so unfortunate.
It's interesting to see that he was able to get a why do you think the arena came out not on him?
I think they did. I think they thought the sniper was going to be carrying on running back, and Claps tried to catch all three, but unfortunately the sniper just slightly missed out.
Okay.
With the shard, I assume he can push himself out the arena. I actually don't know.
I'm not sure if that one allows you to.
They're going to get the tier 3 here, though. They're going
So
high
they break
ground.
high ground first.
Another DD for Yatoro. He's going to have to get back.
TP in, he goes to the Shadow Blade. They're going to look for the Blink as well as the Spear. They look over at 23, but they've got a song coming in from Cuckoo. Another hit to start onto the Gyrocopter. Right click damage coming with the BKB pop by 23. They get the kill to Cuckoo. Now they're going to look over as the cooldown comes out. 23 taking a lot of damage here. Oh boy, needs to start running. That BKB's only going to last so long. And there's the Yules. 23. He's got an Aegis to work with. Can the rest of his team save him? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, they've got the Spear. They have the Rocket Barrage. They'll get themselves a second kill on the 23.
Feels like they should have just been happy with getting the tier 3 though, right? Like the staying to try and get the racks just that little bit too far. It's like staying for that extra creep wave. But you know, unfortunately they didn't know there was a DD on the Gyro, to be fair. So.
I think they felt confident with the BKB on the sniper, and they set that fight up, and you could see it in the beginning. They said, "Go, chat. All right, you can stop spamming cringe. We get it. We know."
Radiant's bottom
Wood
tower
Spirit going to the Ags. He's only 1,100 gold off of that, so Carl's close. Zephyr's got Ags, by the way, and he's going into the Shard.
Dire are scanning.
Yeah, it's really good.
Dire's top
The shard
tower
is the
under attack.
swap, so that if you stomp, you can like arrive exactly on the stomp straight away, right? Which is really good.
Avoids the Spear. Homing Missile still coming in, and they're going to set up to swap and go.
He's setting up
They
to
don't
fight.
care if Cuckoo dies, because he's got that second life with that Ag. So collapse. He'll end up dead to Carl. Earth Splitter not even needed. Arrow's not going to land, and that was just. You start to play a different game in Dota when you've got this Ags available for you as the Venge to just swap and go, especially when you've got a setup like that by the tier 2. Feels like the easy way to fight that, right?
If they hit the spear there, then maybe it goes okay, but I still don't see that being great. Do they have anybody else building Lotus? What's the Bane building? Because they have one on the Mirana, but this swap is the big like killer.
He's got Blink Aether on it.
Okay, so he's gone Blink. Cuckoo's just constantly hunting here.
Yeah, he knows he's got that swap opportunity.
This will come in handy.
Using some vision down where they can.
Quick draw.
And take over the outpost as well. Spirit, I almost want to say they're not as comfortable taking fights. You know, they're looking for pickoffs. They're not looking for full-on fights. And if they can't get a pickoff, they don't look as ready.
Radiant's bottom tower
Right.
is under attack.
Well, how do you fight into this like
Radiant structures
massive team
are
fight though that T1 have? Like this AK network lead is just sustained, and they just run around as 5 like the whole game. It feels like, apart from sometimes the Venge being by itself.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack.
That tier 2
Dire's
tower up towards
tower
top.
has fallen.
Meanwhile, they're pressuring the bottom tier 2. They'll have 23 push it out with Whitemon over to the side. Let's get that Scotty. And Roche is up in 45.
And this Roche is the game winner, right? For both sides, and they're going to just sit under their ward at the moment on Spirit. See if T1 decide to poke their heads over or not.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Guess you can kind of just taunt at all times on the Venge, knowing that your death doesn't exactly, it matters, but doesn't matter as much anymore.
You want to piss them off so much that they have to go on you first every single time. It's like mental warfare. Because if they go on you first, that's perfect case scenario.
And the illusions taunt as well. Or at least I could hear it from them. The Roche is up, Aegis and Shard. Other Chain does have that Shard as well as the Ags now, and they're on the low ground. Blink looking for the spear, but immediately the swap as well as the magic missile. They look to get the kill and a collapse. They've got the arena, but it's not going to land on a 23. He's on the other side of this. They get the Kona Cuckoo. They're going to have them that illusion. The sweep hits onto the Gyrocopter as well as the Mirana. They're going to collapse. They're taking the Mars, and now they're going to look over the rest with the Earth Splitter landing on the Toronto Tokyo as well as Mapochka. There's the Nightmare trying to run and assassinate over onto the Mirana, but they've got the heels up into the air, and now they're going to kill the Mapochka. They'll finally take out the Bane. It's going to be a 2-for-1. And by 2-for-1, you still have the illusion for Cuckoo. So really, it's gold, but 2-for-0.
The sniper's just not being dealt with though, right? Like, and this is what we were saying before. Yeah, so this Silver Edge felt like really cool, right? And it seemed really good, but this Swift Blink is something, and the Blink on the Gyro I thought was something they should have gone for earlier, right? So they could find the sniper in the backline even easier. Savage getting pushed up.
On the high ground, make sure they don't come over. There's the Aegis. Shard picked up by the sniper, but he doesn't need it. He'll give it over to the Treant Protector, which will give him the upgrade on the Nature's Guise if he were to activate it.
Quick draw.
So 6k lead, and again, it's been Team Spirit kind of maintaining that lead, but not really winning fights.
Quick draw.
It's going to be a long one, B Cup. You just feel it.
Don't worry. Like you said, you know, we're 3 games every series. We're doing it.
We're
We got it.
Don't worry.
Quick draw.
Max busting for the Gyro so he could try and replace that slot with a butterfly. Spell Prism. Ooh, for the Venge. And I assume...
Give that to Void Spirit, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is it coming out on anybody yet? Sniper going Trickster Cloak, Void Spirit picking up the Spell Prism. Okay. So again, looking to push in bottom. Whether or not Team Spirit have the ability to
bottom tower is under attack.
converge on this, it's really tough. Now, not only do you have to kill the sniper once, you got to kill him twice. But usually, I would say with sniper, if you're on top of him, you kill him once, you're probably killing him twice, just like they did the last time.
Not necessarily at this point anymore, I don't think. Earlier on, I would have agreed, but at this point, he's a much harder kill. Like, he has so much HP.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Looking for a swap opportunity.
That's a great line.
And an arrow goes awry and doesn't land on anybody. And this tier 3, not only about high ground defending, or taking the high ground, it's about high ground defending for TSpirit, and it's been quite a struggle. But now they've got backdoor active.
Quick draw.
They have the lane coming in though. Like, how do they start? Like, how do they start a fight on Spirit? They're gonna try and wrap round with the smoke. You can see collapse going up from above. They're wrapping all the way around from behind because they want to find the backline first. They want to find the tree. They want to find the Elder Titan.
Sentry down. They've got the song now. They're gonna go in and try and get the silence. We can be popped by Toronto Tokyo. Meteor hammer coming through. They've got the damage to get the kill on the Zephyr as well as Cuckoo. Zephyr's gonna buy back. They took the Aegis out of the hands of the sniper. They're right on top of him, but do they have the damage to finish him off for a second time? Mars is here, and now they'll go for 23 with the overrun. That's gonna land on the 2. Mira throwing an arrow. That's gonna land on the Carl for a split second. They're gonna kill the collapse. They're taking the Mars for 79 seconds. He does have buyback. The Potion falls. He's dead for 69. He's got buyback as well. 23 dealing with about half his health. Cuckoo's gone once again. Dip for 108 seconds. Zephyr right up on him, and Yanjiro's gonna die to Carl. You've got 4 heroes dead on the side of TSpirit with the buyback coming up from collapse. Do they commit the complete buyback, or do they wait for T1 to try and push in?
This is what we were saying before though, right? Like, you kill Savage the once, but all of a sudden he comes back and the Avenger's brought back as well. She appears right into the fight away again because of the death illusion. And so you basically have 3 lives on the bench. Because even after the dieback, she's still in the fight.
Yeah.
Radiant structures.
Without the 2 cores, how do they defend this?
Radiant's bottom.
They're going to buy back on Yatro. He's going to TP right into the front lines. They've got the sweep out as well as the stun that's going to hit onto the Void Spirit. They hit the spear that's out onto the sniper. They're looking for the meteor hammer to follow it up. They've got the lockdown there, but the Yule's up into the air. And now Yatro's still trying to get the kill. The other 23 is trying to TP out. Gets away right in their face.
Oh no.
Oh, and they committed the buybacks with everybody but Toronto Tokyo.
Is this the first time they've had a net worth lead on T1? It just ticked back over again to Spirit, but I feel like
think so.
This must be the first time all game. Yatora gets another double damage rune. And they're gonna try and get this tier 2 mid tier, it feels like, but honestly, this is really scary because Yatora has no buyback. They purge off the DD though.
They'll jump in. They've got the silence in. Oh god, Yatoro taking a lot of damage. The assassinate! Whoa!
Very, very close. I don't know if you saw what Mira did as well. I think he double leaped in and then accidentally used himself instead of the Void Spirit.
Yeah.
Which is a bit of a shame.
A bit rough.
Oh, that, yeah, it was the first time they had a net worth lead this whole game.
Quick draw.
So now you've got the 25 for Toronto Tokyo. He's looking to commit into a dataless. And T1 are looking to commit for the win.
They're feeling really good about themselves on T1. You can tell just by the way they're positioned, right? And they know with the Yatoro buyback, it gives them a massive win condition. Where if they kill Yatoro once more, game looks pretty safe for them.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
The 2-2 over mid.
Shadows.
Which being picked up for a 23, he's level 25, so he's got himself that 100 attack range.
Oh, good. So what you're telling me, he's even harder to kill now?
Yes.
Good, good.
I can stand even further back.
And he has Trickster's Cloak as well, so you even need detection to kill him. That's quality. Love that.
T1 have just done a fantastic job of breaking down this lead that TSpirit have had, and there's a timeless relic for the side of T1.
Who do you give that to? Maybe the tree, I guess? Be okay. Because the Void Spirit wants the Spell Prism, I assume. Maybe he doesn't, I don't know. He's going Mask of
Panic
Madness.
for 23, and
He's going Mask of Madness.
it's even harder.
Oh god.
Radiant are scanning.
Huh.
Quick draw.
Well, he's got that 100% cleave now.
He's like Savage, step aside.
I'm gonna call it right now. We're gonna see a Zephyr rampage.
Okay. I think that's very brave. Why does Clinkz have 4,000 HP?
Clinkz, he has 4,000 HP, but I'm not certain that's gonna matter. Oh, there goes rampage opportunity for Elder Titan.
I don't really know what he was standing there for. Oh, DD bot. Sniper's like, hell yeah.
Ooh, Roshan 30. It's so hard to want to commit to Cuckoo because you know he's got that second life. Like, it just doesn't feel great.
Look, yeah, it's horrible. Like, the thing is, even when he was so far behind in net worth, he didn't care about just running around and swapping people in, because with 2 lives, yeah, it's just insane.
Radiant's bottom barracks.
Racks are gone.
Yeah, DD sniper.
Radiant's bottom
Thank you very
barracks
much.
are under attack.
They're wrapping around behind.
And they're going to try and go for it again. But again, Toronto Tokyo, he's holding that buyback. They'll throw the arrow over on the Carl. Now they'll get the buyback coming in from Toronto Tokyo. The double Astro step into the silence on Amir. He's taking a lot of damage. He's got the loading sword to try and get away from Carl for the moment. But Sniper on the high ground with the double damage. He finds himself Yatoro, who go invis for the moment. Surviving.
I like that at so many different points this game we've just had the hero laughs come out, just casually.
Ooh.
My path leads to riches.
Level 28. Sniper, level 26. So he's got the extra 10 and 15 talent right now. He's trying to get to that 30 if he can. We've seen Yantaro able to output quite a bit of damage. I feel like they really need to make sure that this Aegis does not go into the hands of T1. Like, how do you stop him with an impossible task? Yeah. Top's pushing in, and you just can't get over there. Yeah.
Just up to that.
Oh. Ag's Blessing passed over to, I believe, 23. Yeah. He's now got that Assassinate upgrade.
Okay.
Dire's
Right.
bottom tower is under attack.
I guess it's pretty good.
And he's going refresh.
So slow without the boots.
Yeah, but he doesn't need the boots. He's got the concussive grenade to push him forward.
It's Trebuchet sniper build, I'm telling you. This is...
Radiant's top barracks.
Won't be
has
megas
fallen.
just yet. They still have the mid tier 3 and Rax. Wind Waker picked up by the Void Spirit. Oh yeah.
Dire's bottom
Assassinate. Carl wants to look over Fumaposhka. They've got the silence. Do they get the damage to get the kill? The Clayton is going to be thrown out. They'll look over Cuckoo again. It's Cuckoo though. They'll have that second life ready to go. They'll take the set of racks, and they just don't have the damage to get the second life out of his hands.
I mean, TSpirit just watching them take their racks, right? Like, at some point, you have to try and defend them. Otherwise, they're just going to slowly click your buildings until you lose the game. But it's such an awkward situation. Like, the sniper has almost 4,000 HP, 2 lives. How are you supposed to go on him? This is the problem with, like, what we were saying about the gap close on their heroes. Yeah,
They're going to go. They're going to try and make the move. They've got the spear that's going to throw 23 out of the high number. They've got like a cousin grenade, and he just got pushed so far back. Lightning is going to be used. They've got the white mon Treant dead, and he's already so far away. It was Cuckoo getting the swap that saved the sniper, but they're going to go to Cuckoo. He's going to be alive. He's got an illusion. Yataro ends up dead. He's gone for 2 minutes. They've also taken out this Bane. They're going to look over and try and get the kill on the Toronto Tokyo. The Earth Splitter comes in, and now Collapse is trying to defend himself, but the right-click damage coming through with the help from Zephyr as well as Carl. They should be able to get the kill on the Mars, and will. He's got buyback 3v4, but really a 3v5 because they've got the illusion from the Venge still up.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
That sniper's just full HP still. So
Gyro's buyback's off cooldown in 10 seconds. They can make one last ditch effort.
I don't know if T1's going to be tough to this.
They're going to try and use this invis to get behind this sniper and use that spear. That's exactly what they're going to get off. They've got the quick here, but there's the swap once again coming out from Cuckoo. Keeping his sniper away. There's the concussive grenade. Once again, they get the kill on the Maboshka as well as Collapse. But they get the kill on the Zephyr. Yatro trying to do with the black cannon. With being caught by 23. Toronto Tokyo outputting the damage. Yatro's going to go in on this one. And now they've got the kill, and they'll take out the sniper. It's only the first swipe, though. They need to commit onto the second. They've got Whitemon nearby. He doesn't have overgrowth, but he does have the force stamp, and that's going to push his sniper on the high ground. They get the kill on him here. They look over. Yatro is going to pop the BKB, go over on the Whitemon, and they got the stun finally hitting on the sniper. They will go over 23, getting one down with the rocket barrage as well as the damage coming up from Yatro as well as Toronto Tokyo. They'll finish off 23. He's got buyback, and TSpirit will survive for now. Almost a game and series winning play right there by Whitemon.
Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, the sniper getting up to the high ground was great, but they couldn't keep the damage onto the Gyrocopter, so eventually he just gets his blink up because Whitemon can't stand and hit him, otherwise he just dies, right? And because he's able to get the blink off, can they find that angle for that arrow? They can't.
Oh, but Yatro's going to stay with it, but the Wind Waker brings it on the low ground. Now he's got the Dissimilate.
Oh my god.
Hard to catch him.
We've had some
13,000 net worth lead for T1.
You know what's really funny? We're only halfway through today, which sounds absolutely ridiculous considering how much data we've had, right? But we've had such great games, I have to say. And I know this one's still going on, but we've had some crazy team fights.
10 minutes away from tier 5s, if we even make it that far.
I guess that's what happens when you have all these like teams that are just the best in the world, right? Like they're all going to TI.
Yeah, it's kind of like this is like a TI group stage.
Yeah.
8 teams. The only one who has buyback now is the sniper. Potentially a way for TSpirit to bring it back, but they weren't able to force the buyback from the sniper.
He's getting Abyssal on Gyrocopter now as well. He has the Basher. I don't know. I think this is actually really good.
Clinkz Courier! Oh,
not the tome.
Not the tome and the Daedalus.
Oh, the Daedalus doesn't matter. It's just the tome.
True.
It's almost level 30 on the gyros.
3.5 minutes. That just hurts my soul.
Your anger is useless.
So Gyro's going to pop over to level 30 here when he clears this creep wave, I think. Oh, very close. 1 XP away. 3 cooldowns.
All right. Could
and
be
it's global.
Big.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
They're losing their buildings.
They are going to be up against mega creeps, and I think they've already known that. They
have to go.
Now they're going to look over 23. They've got the blade there onto this sniper. All the damage, but they've got the swap, and now in the lead. He legitimately ate the remnant. They'll get the kill here onto the Courier of Collapse, and they'll take out here. They end up losing 23, and they've got buyback available on the sniper, and they're going to use it. Cuckoo, he's low. He's gone. The illusion survives, and that's going to be the second life here for Cuckoo, but they get the kill here on the Yatro as well as Zephyr. And Yatro, he's dead for 2 minutes, and Mira's dead for 2 as well. They get the buyback coming up from the sniper as well as this Elder Titan. Let's see if they can finish. Yule's up into the air. I believe that was the Wind Waker up into the air. They've got the assimilate. They'll look for the spear, but it's not going to land. Carl will get the kill on him. Poshka. Now they're looking over at Toronto. Tokyo is going to be tossed up and killed off. 4 years dead without buyback. They'll call GG, and T1 will take the series 2-1.
Did you see Zephyr like 3-shot the Gyrocopter or something stupid at the end? I don't know how many shots it was. It's like 3 or 4 it looked like. But
he was looking for the rampage, man.